Now, listen, you guys, I just want to find out from you who amongst you was out there giving Safaree You Wore a Jean Vest Samuel a pass to Gek City. And we're also going to be talking about this entire Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar Coachella situation. And Nicki Minaj decided to bring out Kenneth Petty on stage last night. And I was like, what a statement. Foxy Brown, on the other hand, is out there seemingly calling out the men from Fraudulent Nation. However, backtracking at the end of it all. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us talk about Safaree in Gek City. Now, Safaree You Wore a Jean Vest Samuel decided to show up at a Nicki Minaj show, and of course it is making the headlines everywhere you turn, everywhere you go, because I mean, what do you mean you're pulling out at this woman's show after everything that you have done? Now, listen, I know some of you are going to come out and say, oh, he used to be a big part of her life. Oh, my God, her come up was when they were together and things like that. And I'm not disputing that. OK, and some people may come out and say that, oh, well, he's just being supportive. Oh, my goodness. But this is the same man that when the H train was just starting, this same man decided to come out here to spread lies and misinformation about Nicki Minaj, discrediting all her work. Now, this man went out and was accusing Nicki Minaj of having him as a ghostwriter. Okay, and if anybody knows anything about Onika Tanya Maraj, she takes pride in the fact that she writes her own songs, and she takes pride in the fact that she is an actual lyricist. So attacking her, attacking her lyricism and attacking her authenticity as a rapper is something that would hit her, and that's what basically Safaree decided to come for. So for that reason, honestly, I always think that it was weird for moving the way that he moved. Now, it would have been a different situation if he was just that ex that probably cheated and they just went separate ways. But this man went on a lot of interviews on a smear campaign, basically, after cheating on that woman, after using this woman's cards to swipe things for other women. This man still went ahead and did the most and tried to destroy her ego, tried to destroy her confidence and everything. So obviously seeing him pull up at a show like that, I'm just like, listen, have a little bit of self-respect and a little bit of shame. And to make matters worse, you guys, Safaree decided to wear a jean vest, and this is how you get to see that this man is after clout. Now, everybody knows that the infamous "you wore a jean vest," okay? And so him pulling up to Gek City wearing a jean vest, to me, it is giving, I'm looking for clout, I'm looking for attention, because I mean, even up to now, I've been calling him Safaree. His middle name is You Wore a Jean Vest, and his last name Samuel. So he knew what he was doing by coming to Gek City wearing that jean vest. Okay, I'm just like, this is insane. That's number one. Number two, this woman has moved on. This woman is married. So what do you mean? Like, what are you doing? I know that the Barbz are not the only people annoyed at seeing Safaree, at Gek City. I know that very soon we're gonna hear from Erica Mena. I trust I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see her very soon in the comment section of the Shade Room. Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet? I will see her in the comment section of the Shade Room very soon. As of now, as I'm reporting, I know that probably she hasn't said anything, but I promise you, very soon we'll hear from Miss Mena how she feels about Safaree pulling up at a Nicki Minaj concert. Now, listen, you guys, don't get it twisted. A part of me really feels like that's creepy behavior, that's stalkerish behavior, but a part of me kind of also does understand Safaree. I feel for him. Imagine fumbling a woman like that, playing into an H train. You're out there hanging with Remy Ma, saying you would pick Remy over Nicki Minaj and things like that, and all that clown stuff that he did. And imagine doing all that just for the woman to not to be uncancelable, because that's what Nicki Minaj became, an uncancelable artist, and an entire H train failed to work against her. And now you're gonna be on the bedside. Now you're on the side of the villains. Now you are together with these industry people, with this machine, against one woman, and that woman overcame. So I get why you would try to now come and try and erase everything, but it seems like Nicki Minaj was not playing with him, because listen, she decided to bring Kenneth Petty on stage, and that in itself, for me, I felt like that was a statement, and I'm here for it, because it is also disrespectful, you guys. Safaree and Nicki were like, very well known. It is very well known that they were together now. I mean, at the beginning, obviously nobody knew that they were dating, but at some point it came out, and that became public knowledge. So you coming to this woman's show is also to a certain extent disrespectful to her husband that she has right now. So I feel like I understand why Nicki Minaj had to bring out Kenneth, because for the sake of assurance, you guys, like, what do you mean you're gonna come out here and see me perform and my husband is there? So I loved to see that. I loved how Nicki Minaj handled that. And of course, people started commenting and saying that, oh my God, Kenny looks uncomfortable, this and that. And I'm like, of course, he's not a celebrity, he's not a performer. So like, why would you think that he would be out there looking comfortable on stage? That's not a thing. So this is what also Nicki Minaj decided to share on her Twitter page. She said, play slow games, win slow prizes, okay? And she also went ahead, somebody had said that saying Kenneth looked uncomfortable is such a slow statement. He's not a celebrity, no, a musician, and he's not used to being on stage in front of thousands of people. And Nicki said, laugh my behind off. That's exactly what he just said. He said, you are brave, Zeddy. And she also went ahead and said, yo, yeah, Miami won, hashtag Gig City Miami. And honestly speaking, I love how she handled everything, because I don't know what Safaree was trying to achieve by that. And of course, because he is the clown that he exactly is, he decided to take some videos acting like, some Barbz were, excited to see him and things like that. And then he went ahead and said, I'm proud, no cap. A lot of y'all will never understand, but there is no malice in me. I'm proud. I am not, I am. And I'm just like, this would have made sense if you hadn't gone on that entire spree of trying to tarnish this woman and trying to end her career. It would have been understandable to say that, oh, well, you are not a malicious person, okay? Yeah, so let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. What do you think about Safaree Samuel not wanting to be left out in Gig City? And how do you feel about the way that Nicki Minaj decided to handle this? Personally, I feel like that was assuring also to her husband, the way that she handled this entire situation, because you guys do know that men's egos are fragile, okay? And I loved to see that. They also decided to go on a short live together, which I also loved, which is exactly her sending out a statement, and I live for every moment of that. I think I will insert that live, and I'll catch you after that.
Y'all, you guys, my makeup came completely off. We just had to do the entire makeup again in less than 2 minutes, or less than 5 minutes. But shout out to Miami, they are amazing.
Fucking separated.
Hurry up, let's do the bottom, y'all. All right, you guys. Yes, that's what happened. It was so hot, and we had a new makeup artist today. And when the makeup is wet, you can't touch it with a sponge. So she made a mistake and did that. But we out here. We getting this whole show done plus a surprise.
Yeah, it was already had powder and then like liquid on top.
Well, there you saw that, you guys. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Nicki also had a couple of words for her Barbz. She said, when I say Barbz always pretty, that's really what I mean. I don't know if this is how parents feel about all of their children, but it's like, I see the real beauty in them. I see them. I don't know if that makes sense. No, do I really know how to explain? Maybe what I see is love, like a safe space for me. Maybe it makes them look beautiful to me, like beyond their outer beauty. It is so odd to explain, and I mean, I understand what she means, because listen, that's a lot of people just rooting for you, a lot of people that that have got your back no matter what, and that amount of love obviously is overwhelming. That amount of love obviously is beyond what the physical eye meets, and I love to see that. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar. It is actually being reported that Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna were offered the opportunity to perform at Coachella, and allegedly, it seems like the two of them might have passed on the offer and might have decided that they do not want to perform at Coachella. And of course, people are questioning why they would pass on such a great thing, like such a big opportunity. You guys know the year that Beyonce did Coachella, it was Coachella all year round, and people were celebrating it. And so now people are like, why would they not do that? Now, as for Rihanna, I mean, I do understand that at this point, I think she's more focused on her business. She's more of a businesswoman than an artist. And as for Kendrick Lamar, I also think I would partly understand why he would not want to headline Coachella, because I mean, if he does headline Super Bowl and he's out there doing the Not Like Us and people get hyped up, does he have enough creativity to be able to still deliver when it comes to Coachella? So I understand that, and I mean, maybe the preparation time and everything, he's also putting that into consideration. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar for Coachella. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Foxy Brown. Now, with Foxy Brown at this point, honestly, I don't know if I should ever take her seriously each time she comes out to speak, because it seems like one day she says one thing and the next day she's saying another thing. Now, unprovoked, she came out and started, insinuating that she has some tea and things like that. And so this is what she posted on her story, unprovoked, you guys. Nobody was holding anything to her throat for her to say something, but this is the message that she posted. Seemingly she was having a conversation with Marco Polo, and then he said, that's why in the midst of it all you are still alive to tell the story. There is a reason you've been covered, flavored, B word will stand the test of trials, and then favored, and then she responded and said, my story will shock you to the core. I don't play victim, but I had to step away for a minute for my sanity, or I would have, passed away. And so obviously when she posted that, people started running around with a lot of different, narratives, with people speculating that maybe she was talking about the men from Fraudulent Nation, saying that, well, he did something to her, or that she has something to expose about the men from Fraudulent Nation, because you guys know that the below age rumors that have been circulating. Now it seems like she is now singing a different story, a different tune, because somebody said, I don't know if you can comprehend, because that's not what it gave. In other words, she said, you and them are in icon business with fake news. And then she said, I love me a sharp MF, okay? And somebody said, Jay-Z's spot is about to be blown up soon. Once Foxy NDA is over in 2025, baby, she's singing. I feel like Rock Nation is almost done. That's why Nicki is so comfortable talking like this. And then she said, an icon in business, miss me with the fake news. NDA ain't an MF alive could stop my story. NDA on my ish gone run 100 million. Okay. And then she then came out, somebody said, Foxy Brown breaks silence. That's a video from YouTube. And she said, stop playing with my name. You're fiending for a comment. I can't spin with me with the sucker ish to take Hove down. Better ask about the cloth I'm cut from. So she's saying that she's not going to be in support of anyone trying to take Hove down, which basically means that she is seemingly protecting him, or there's nothing to tell, And somebody said, Foxy, when you speak is over, stay protected. And then she said, y'all want me to be anti-Hove so bad. Post that, okay? So yeah, she's making it known that she's Team Hove. And at this point, I'm just like, Foxy, now what do you want us to do with your cryptic messages? Okay. And some people are like, well, Nicki should stay away from her, because seemingly she will do whatever it takes to protect that man from Fraudulent Nation. And some people are also coming through with conspiracy theories saying that, well, maybe she just does not want the men to know what she's up to, because remember what happened to Kim Porter allegedly. So maybe she's playing it safe. She's playing it in a way that the men would think that, he still has control and stuff like that. Now, I wouldn't be shocked personally if she got the call. I mean, remember, Eve came out, said something, and then the next day she was singing a different tune, admitting that she got a phone call. So maybe that's the situation with her. She probably got the phone call, or maybe there's no story to tell. But let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about Foxy Brown and, of course, Hov. Do you think that Nicki Minaj should continue associating with Foxy, or do you think that at some point she has to distance herself from her, because clearly she has made it known who her loyalty lies with? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Young Miami. Now, who amongst you is out there stalking Carisha and asking her to sign baby oil? Like, sometimes I'm just thinking, are you guys okay upstairs? Like, is everything okay? Like, why would you bother that woman, and why would you try to make her sign baby oil? Like, what? And honestly, it's very sad that this woman is going to live in the shadow of baby oils and this story. That's, of course, she is innocent. That's of course if she is actually innocent in this entire thing. But if she's not, then, well, I could say that, well, she's just, paying for whatever she's responsible for. But yeah, let me know in the comment section, how crazy do you think people are to be going out their way, to make Carisha sign a baby oil? Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Bia. It seems like Bia was on her petty. I don't know how I forgot to talk about this earlier on, but you guys know that time that the transformer was going off because of a Whitney meme, it seems like Bia decided to be very, very, very shady, because in between the transformer lashing out because of the meme, Bia decided to actually post another meme of Whitney's, and clearly that was her throwing shade at the transformer, as people were saying she still hasn't responded to Bia, she still hasn't responded to JT, but she has all the smoke for somebody else's fan base. And yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Bia posting this meme amidst the transformer spiraling because of who posted it first and who didn't. Okay, now that being said, in a latest song, I think she was also throwing some shots at the transformer. I didn't talk about that as well, but yeah, she had a couple of shots in there that were directed at the transformer, talking about the cheating scandal, talking about whose baby mama is an edge, like who's trifling and things like that. Now, with that song of Bia's, I mean, I do love the lyrics and everything, but I think that there was a little bit of change from the initial song that she previewed to the final product that we heard, because from the initial song, that song was way harder. So I do feel like she tweaked it a little bit before she released the final version. I preferred the one that she previewed first. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we are going to talk about an entanglement that people are suspecting between Kevin Hart and the Diddler. Now, you guys do know that, well, the two of them have been friends, and people are beginning to say that there is something darker between their friendship, and there is a man who's coming out online making allegations against Kevin Hart. So I'm just gonna insert you guys what he had to say, and let me know in the comment section, you guys, do you think that this is enough to say that Kevin knew what was up with the Diddler, or do you really think that it was probably a coincidence of them dating the same woman at the same time, and maybe both of them didn't know that this was happening? Let me know in the comment section, you guys. But I don't think that after I insert that video, I will be coming back to to say anything again. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
I have insider information on Diddy and Kevin Hart's involvement. I know this because I was on a TV show with a girl who was actively dating Diddy at the time. There I am. A quick Google search will tell you who she is. This girl was paparazzied with Diddy back in 2022-2023. Obviously, the cast was concerned about her because the Cassie lawsuit just dropped before filming. Now, the first week of filming just had to be Valentine's Day. Now, Diddy's girl got a very expensive bouquet of flowers delivered on Valentine's Day, but she refused to tell anybody who it was from. It's a reality show, so obviously drama went down. Diddy's girl decided to leave the house for a week. So my girl and I decided to break into her room to redecorate it for show purposes. Just playing along with the drama of the show, we were shocked by what we found.
Bro, there's no way. Bro. Oh my God, from Puff.
The flowers were from Diddy. Love, Puff. This sent my girlfriend into a spiral. As a woman, she was terrified that Diddy had our address. She let the girl know how she felt and put the card back where she found it. The girl told Diddy what happened, and then Diddy threatened production. So the Diddy girl started screaming at my girlfriend, saying that Diddy was going to sue her because of what she wrote on the note. Worried that we were all going to discuss this sick he was doing on our TV show. The fact that he wanted to silence a girl that he doesn't even know for writing on a note is absolutely insane. Production then pulled every cast member aside and instructed us to no longer have any Diddy conversation for the duration of the show. Diddy threatened to bankrupt our TV show and my girlfriend. We thought it ended there, right? But then Diddy's girl got mentioned in a lawsuit that came out publicly. When this went down, Diddy's girl happened to be in a fight with another castmate. Now that castmate just happened to be dating J-Lo's ex-boyfriend Casper. Diddy's girl was scared that the other castmate was going to use this Diddy stuff against her during their fight. So she decided to make a call to guess who? Kevin Hart. Now at the time, none of us knew it was actually Kevin Hart until later on. So Kevin Hart called Casper and threatened him to make sure he gets his girl in check on the show. Now Casper's girlfriend told all of us that Diddy's girl was also sleeping with Kevin Hart, who happens to be married with children and best friends with Diddy. Kevin Hart clearly made the call to Casper to ensure that Diddy's girl stayed quiet about the affair that him and her were having because once again, he's married. Kinda weird that Diddy and Kevin Hart are both sleeping with the same girl and threatening our TV show, isn't it? Now listen, I'm just an ordinary blue-collar worker from Jersey, okay? Who happens to be dating a famous OF model, which is how I got on the show in the first place. Now, I'm not a social media star, I'm not famous, I have no reason to lie about any of this, okay? Now, the only reason I'm telling you guys all this is because when I was in Hollywood filming this TV show, I went through some sick, twisted shit. Okay, so let me know if you guys want to hear about it.